For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen. I'm a passion coach helping ambitious women to create time for their passions and to become their true self, to feel fulfilled, and all the great things that life has to offer them. I have, I believe this is week 6, which is so crazy to think already that we're 6 weeks into this Sunday Spark vlog, but I am so happy for you to be joining me. I've got my popcorn. I already finished my coffee, but we're gonna hang out for a little bit and chat. So this week's topic, as you can kind of see from the title, is about grace. And I am not gonna give it from a Bible standpoint. So those of you that know me, like, yes, I love Jesus, but this is not in the biblical way at all. This is about you giving grace to yourself. So I already gave you the answer of what we're gonna talk about, right? Like, you need grace for you. And I think we're really good about giving it to our friends and to our loved ones. Sometimes even our coworkers will give grace, but are you giving grace to yourself? And so, social media has a lot of things that we keep seeing and hearing about. Given the unprecedented times that we're in, people are saying, use your extra time to be productive, start a business, start a this. What are you doing to grow, to get better, to get in shape? And there's so many things. And honestly, I think all of that is great, right? Like, if you've been procrastinating and now you have extra time, now is the time for you to work on those passions and those things that are going to give you joy and give you back the life that you need. So I completely agree on that regard. But here's the thing about being too productive, is that if you are too productive and you are going so hard that you don't give yourself time to think, to process, to breathe, to do anything, then it ends up as burnout. And when you get burnt out, you quit. And that's what we want to avoid, right? You want momentum that is sustainable and not something that's going to be you backing out and deciding not to go and not to do things. So with productivity, before anything else, you want to know yourself. You want to know who you are and whose you are and who's important to you. You need to know your priorities. You need to have those goals written down on paper. I mean, like, real paper. Write it down, like, grab a pen and paper and journal through it. And some people don't like the word journal, so I don't care if you want to call it a brain dump or something else. Write down those goals, those thoughts, what you need, what you believe is important, so that you know yourself and you know what matters to you. Then you also need to know your limits. You need to know what you can and can't do, right? Like, as much as we want to be the greatest and be the best at everything in life, we also need to know what are our limits. We only have 24 hours in a day. So as much as you can be productive, you still got to get some sleep in there. You still got to work to put food on the table. You still have to feed the kids and feed the dog, and you still need to exercise, and, like, there's so many other things, right, that we need to do just to kind of baseline maintain. And then you have those productive activities that you put in there as well. But you got to know your limits. So know yourself, know what you want, but also know that, like, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither were you. So there is a process, there is a development stage that we all need to go to. And when you acknowledge your limits, when you acknowledge how things are, then you can say, hey, you know what? I've been going hard for 3 days. I got to take a day off. I've been going hard for 3 weeks. I got to take a week off. But be able to give yourself grace and say, you know what? You worked hard. Give yourself a spoonful of ice cream, maybe a bowl, not the whole container, but maybe a bowl of ice cream, to say, hey, good job. Here's a reward for your hard work. And it might not be ice cream. It might be, something else for you. But there should be a reward for your hard work. There should be rest after your work. So it's great to celebrate. It's great to be productive. It's great to push ahead and get things done. But there's also a balance of us saying, hey, I need time to relax. I need time to just watch TV. Maybe I do want to turn on Netflix and watch The Tiger King. I don't, but some people do. Whatever it is for you to relax. And that, my friend, is grace. That is okay for you to say, you know what? Hey, you don't have to know it all in one day, after 1 minute, in the first hour. No, it can take time. It can take a process. It can be different things that we need to do and to learn and to understand. So literally simple thing that I wanted to talk to you about is to give yourself the grace that you need, because you know what? Some people are processing this season of what's going on very differently. Not everyone is going to come out of this a millionaire. Not everyone is going to start running some crazy business. Some people are just trying to keep the lights on. And even that is you making progress. So acknowledge where you are, how this is affecting you. And if it's not affecting you, then by all means, go do what you need to do productively, safely, stay quarantined. Lockdowns are there for a reason. Stay safe and healthy. But if you need to do work and to be productive and to put your goals in action, then do that. But if you have been going so hard for so long, and this is the first chance that you get to just sit down and put your feet up, then do that too, as well. So know yourself, be honest to who you are, be true to who you are. Don't compare yourself to others, but also know what you can and can't do in a day. Now, if you know you're capable, then you work towards that, right? Like you keep climbing your mountain, you keep going a step up the ladder. You don't have to do it overnight, but day by day, minute by minute, you take the time that you have and you put in the effort to get where you want to be, right? On the other side of this, there is freedom, joy, liberty, and fulfillment. And you can balance it all. You can work and take care of your family. You can check in on your neighbors and your friends and still work on your passions and still build a business and still have time to paint and draw and still eat popcorn or drink soda sometimes. Whatever it is that's important to you, there is a balance to it all. And that is so important for us to know and to grow. And for those of you who are like, hey, I don't know myself, I don't know what I can and can't do. My favorite thing is the Enneagram test. It's a personality assessment. You've probably heard of Myers-Briggs. There's Strengths Finders and there's other ones out there. Learn yourself. Learn about who you are and what you're capable of. Learn about what you like and what you don't like. Learn about what makes you tick and what makes you happy and how you respond in stress, how you respond in a celebration mode. What is it that gives you joy and excitement? And then use that to develop the actions that you're going to take. As well. So literally simple thing this week, like I said, I want you to give yourself grace because I keep hearing the other side of productivity, and y'all know me, I'm all about time management. I think it's so important for us to get it done and make it happen. But at the same time, sometimes you need a day off. So I'm giving you permission, in case you won't give it to yourself, I, Kristen, give you permission to take the rest that you need. And if you are like, yes, thank you, Kristen, I appreciate it, I want you to raise your hand in those comments. Let me know. Thank you for that permission for me to rest. I appreciate it as well. For those of you that joined live, thank you so much. If you're catching this on a replay or on another form of social media, go ahead and drop a comment, #replay. Let me know that you watched. I also want to know what your favorite part is of the Sunday Spark vlog. That helps me know what to come back and present to you as well. So every week we dive in and we talk about preparing for the week ahead and focusing on our mind, body, and spirit, because what you focus on is what's going to fulfill you. And you decide and choose those goals and those passions, and you make sure that they're what you need and what's important for you. So if you enjoyed this episode, please go ahead, leave me a comment and let me know. And I will see you all next Sunday around 6 p.m. Eastern time right here for Sunday Spark. Thanks.